Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura and this is Starfish Corner Tarot and Spirituality. I do apologize for being away for quite a bit without posting a video. However, the health issue I'm having is actually a wound that is on my leg. And it's just giving a little bit of a hard time. But what I truly believe it is a physical manifestation of deep hurts and slights and ugly stuff that I need to get rid of. So I believe as the wound heals, I will heal spiritually and physically. So as it gets better, I will get better and I will be ready to take the next step, which is whatever the universe chooses. I do hope everyone is well and not embroiled in the comedy show that is currently the government. This has to happen. I speak with a lot of people on phones and warm lines and such. And most people are actually just counting the days till election day in 2024. So carry your stones, remember to observe and absorb. But if you've made up your mind already, and, please let them keep talking. Let that one side of the totally impossible, crazy people who just seem hell-bent on causing as much chaos as possible to feed a very small minority that just happens to be hugely vocal. And because I have found there are way more kind people in this world than unkind people. So just let them talk. And each time they talk, they only recruit more people who probably will not be voting for them in 2024. And that's my political commentary. This deck is really pretty. I got this deck. It's amazing. It's called For the Love of Dragons by Angie Sullivan, and Amy Brown is the artist. Now, I was not aware of how long Amy Brown has been doing art of magical nature. So you can certainly Google her artwork. She has some amazing pictures, but this deck is actually lovely. It comes in a magnetized box. The cards on the side are silver foiled with purple. So they're really pretty. And as always, I've picked 3 cards. So what I'd like you to do is pick a card. Take a deep breath. Is it card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? Card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? Okay, card number 1 is the healer. And this is a really important card because if we've called dragons into our life or looked to people to heal, we might love to help. Generally, light workers, empaths, and just general decent people want to help. But the one rule that you have to remember as a helper is you have to help yourself first. You have to heal yourself before you can heal others. The other thing you have to understand is you have to meet a person who you're trying to help where they are. So if in my work, to give an example, I meet with a client and I know that they want to achieve financial success or, some dream of having a job, well, that week they might have had a hard week and they wanted to talk about somebody at work or a situation where they kind of lost their patience. So me just going on about, oh, how great it'll be for financial health really doesn't help them because you have to meet a person where they are. If they don't want to hear about that, you have to address the smaller issue. If you meet a person where they are, you also build trust and they are more likely to talk to you. So please be a helper, but remember to help yourself first. And we can't possibly help someone else without helping ourselves first. And the second part is the fairy tale first. Now, I believe it was Albert Einstein, please, I'm not sure, wrote that if you want a child to develop into a wonderful adult, read them fairy tales. If you want that child to be an extraordinary adult, read them more fairy tales. And we can kind of incorporate that into how we're feeling. Your life is a fairy tale. It's a story that is unfolding, and you are both the author and illustrator. You can turn left or you can turn right. And in fairy tales, sometimes we always imagine, oh, like once upon a time, or oh, if I could only, or in the future. Those fairy tales are really good. And if you have a hard time and feel stressed, that's what you can do. And generally, when something else comes along, you can just declare it a plot twist. Like, up, plot twist. I'm not able to do what I needed to do, but hey, let's see where we are. So remember, your life is a fairy tale. Just remember to keep one foot planted on the ground, and you should be okay going through your life. And the third card is very nice. It's the Temptress. Okay, now the Temptress symbolizes temptation. So if you're presented with what might possibly be a great opportunity, and if it sounds too good to be true, I would check your facts first, because the temptress will be there maybe to take you on a journey that might not have very good consequences. On the other hand, she might be tempting you to take a chance on something that you've always wanted to do, or that somebody has presented that kind of sounds good to you, and it may very well be. The idea is that we have to discern temptation from we have to be careful with temptation, because, you may be tempted to eat the cookie. Well, generally, I would say have the cookie, or even have 2 cookies. Don't have the whole pack of cookies, even though you might be tempted to have the whole package of cookies, or something of that nature. I am not a big cookie person, but I know people who, once they open up that box of Oreos, it's history. So I have both, and I can understand. And, to a certain degree, the couple people I know who usually do that have no issues with weight or diabetes. So if they feel like eating cookies, they're generally a little bit ill, or they're just eat the cookies. But temptation can be a good thing and a bad thing. It's up to us to see what we're tempted to do, and to make the choices. Do we take that temptation, or do we kind of do some more homework before we leap in with both feet? It's been wonderful to be back. I hope to be doing more positive videos. Next month at some point, I was very blessed to be on Marie's Table channel. We're going to be talking about grief. I don't know exactly what topics we're going to propose yet, but I will be on her channel, and I was very grateful and flattered to actually Diane Starrow, who not only offered to come on to my channel, but also to recommend to Marie that I would be able to help her with grief. So I was extremely humbled and flattered, and it's just a reflection of the fact that my heart's in the right place, and that I want to do good, and that I want to help people, and really learn what my actual purpose is. I know what it is to talk to people, but that's still unfolding for me as well. And I just have to heal. I just have to get healing. We've run into a couple of backstops. So I do apologize again. I am so grateful to the subscribers I have. It means the world to me to know that I can help people. And like I said, if you'd like a reading, I don't charge. I don't know. You need to hear a message, and I'm willing to provide it for you. I don't know that in the future I might have to schedule formal meetings, but as of this point, I can always do a Zoom meeting or a phone conversation and draw cards from the numerous decks. If you'd like to do a traditional tarot, I usually use the Everyday Witch Tarot, since that is my favorite deck. As you can see behind me, I have illustrations from the Everyday Witch, and I'm on her Patreon page. So every other month, you can pick any of her artwork to have 5x7 portraits signed by her and sent to you, 3 of them. But anyway, I am also on a temptation. Is it so tempting to go on a couple of other people's channels? So I just have to heal and move forward. It's just the universe. You know, when we're presented with a problem, sometimes it's not what we handle, but how we handle. Anyway, I want to thank the new subscribers. Please continue to like, share, subscribe, and comment on these videos. It does help the algorithm, although I'm really not sure what the algorithm does. I mean, I know what it does in general, but I know it helps. But as long as I'm reaching 1 or 2 people, then I'm doing what I need to be doing. And until my next video, which I hope will be soon, health willing, I want you to have a wonderful week. I wish you a billion bright blessings for everything wonderful. And I am so humbled and thank you and hope to see you soon. Thank you and blessed be.